everyone, I hope you're all well. It's Mrs Liu here and I've gone digital. I'm going to start today by trying one of our circle times. So we're going to read a story and then we're going to do a little bit of singing and then we've got some little cards about the growth of a bean as well. So we'll start like we normally do in nursery. Put your hands on your lap. Do you remember? It's listening time. It's listening time. Shh. Right, let's see how we get on. So Jack and the Beanstalk, one of our favourites in nursery. So it's a nice one to start with today. Jack and his mum were really poor and things had got so bad that now they had to sell their cow, which made Jack really sad. He had got halfway to market when he met a man. "Stop, my boy, or I'll swap your cow for magic beans. They'll bring you lots of joy." And here he is with his magic beans. Those are just like the beans that we planted in the garden, do you remember? I looked in nursery today and I think they're starting to grow. So if I see them growing a little bit more over the next couple of days, I'll send you some pictures. The lad replied, "You've got a deal. Real magic beans? Yippee! I just can't wait to see my mum's face. Won't she be pleased with me?" Not so sure. What do you think? Mum wasn't pleased. "You silly boy," she snapped, and she shook her head, and the beans were thrown onto the compost heap, and Jack was sent to bed. Next day he woke up early, went outside, and he got such a fright. Their magic beans had turned into a beanstalk overnight. The massive plant reached the sky. Said Jack, "I'd love to know what's at the top." And up he climbed, and Mum called, "Mind how you go." There he goes up the beanstalk, right to the top with the cloud. Can you remember who lived in the castle at the top of the beanstalk behind the cloud? Let's see and find out. He scrambled up from leaf to leaf till high upon a cloud. He saw a great big castle with a sign, "No kids allowed." But Jack was brave. He tiptoed in and he couldn't believe his eyes. For everything around him was the most gigantic size. Do you remember we also talked about all different words that meant big, like gigantic and enormous, and Karen's favourite one, humongous. Perhaps you could think of some more names for big things with Mummy and Daddy at home. And do you remember what these were called on the top of the castle? They were called the turrets. And we drew pictures, didn't we? And we looked at the turrets on the castle. All at once he heard a cluck, cluck, and it came from somewhere quite near. Inside a basket sat a hen who said, "Hello, my dear." The hen said, "I'm a special bird. I lay golden eggs. And Jack, you don't remember me, but I remember you. For once upon a time, my child, when you were just knee-high, a giant stole me from your house and made your poor mum cry. He also took a golden harp and lots of money too." Said Jack, "Well, I shall take it back." And the hen cried, "Good for you." There's the harp, and there are the magic coins inside the cupboard. Here's the giant. As Jack picked up the hen and the harp and the coins, he heard great footsteps boom. The giant had returned, a voice like thunder from his room. "Fee, fi, fo, fum," the giant roared. "I reckon I smell child." He spied Jack with his hiding place, and boy, did he go wild. Here he was, look, hiding behind the books with the golden hen and the harp and the money, ready to run away. But Jack was nimble, Jack was quick, and out the door he flew. The giant bellowed, "Just you wait till I catch up with you." As Jack scurried down the beanstalk, the hen squawked anxiously, "If that giant gets his hands on us, he'll eat us for his tea." Eventually, Jack reached the ground. He called, "Mum, bring the axe." He chopped right through that beanstalk, and it took quite a lot of wax. The giant plant tumbled down to earth, and the giant shouted, "Hey!" and plunged into the compost heap. And he's still stuck there today. Right, should I remind you of the things that we talked about? I told you the beans were growing in the garden in nursery. So I'm going to show you to see if you can remember the different parts of the bean when we were talking in nursery. The first thing we looked at was the root, and the root grows down. What grows next? That's right. It's the shoot. The shoot grows up, and then grow the leaves, and then grows the flower, and the flower then falls off, and you have a pod with all the little beans sitting inside the pod, ready for us to crack open, and then we can take them out and eat them for our tea. We did it with our hands as well, do you remember? So we started with the bean, and we said the roots grow down, the shoot grows up, the leaves go out, the shoot grows tall, and the flower blooms at the top. And we also sang a little song, didn't we, about the beans as well? So we'll try that one now together as well. I need you to help me with this one. I'm a little bean. I'm a little bean, small and round. Bury me deep in the ground. Sprinkle on some water, some sunshine too. Watch me grow as tall as you. Should we try it again? I'm a little bean, small and round. Bury me deep in the ground. Sprinkle on some water, some sunshine too. Watch me grow as tall as you. And then when we finish circle time, we put our hands on our laps again and we say, "It's listening time, it's listening time." But this time, I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and I will come back and read you some more stories another time. Take care. Bye.